everybody. I know you hear me talk a lot about my garden behind me, which is the no-work garden. Go check out this video or that video or wherever that stuff is. But one thing that you don't hear me talk about too much is my indoor garden. So let's take you to go see that. But that's all the way across the property, so we're gonna take you to that. See what's going on. Make sure the brakes are on. You'll have a bad day if this rolls up over you. We got our sweet potatoes here. Look at this growth. Crazy sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes coming out. Ooh, got some spiders here. Very nice. All right. We got the lavender plants here. Give these a quick shout out. This is the beginning of my indoor garden. This was basically everything that we forgot about and was left over from spring during the actual planting season. Here is our terrible indoor garden. Here's what got me interested in food in the first place. There used to be a big old beautiful tree. It looked kind of like this behind me here. And that was put here 20, 30 years ago by my father. And COVID happened. COVID happened, and I knew that the United States has about a week of food supply in its system. But I knew about 6 weeks before COVID happened, before it was becoming an issue, that it was going to be an issue because I worked in manufacturing in China. So because of that, I was telling everybody, hey, pay attention, something bad's going to happen. Pay attention, supply chains are gonna fracture, something bad's gonna happen. Everybody ignored me, so I bought guns, ammos, and seeds. And so I cut that tree down that was ornamental, and here we are standing and what I did with it. Here you see my indoor pepper garden, and if you go to my Instagram, one of my first posts is in January and December, I was still getting fruitful harvest, because I'm basically in a sunroom right here. This right here, some of you guys might recognize, is what asparagus looks like if you actually let it go to seed. And it's all growing this direction because this is unfortunately east. So even though this is not an ideal situation, you still have really healthy plants inside trying to survive. This is a habanero plant we got or something. I think this is cabbage. We got something munching and snacking on that. We got okra. We have more peppers. This jalapeno plant, by the way, is insane. It is the most prolific and aggressive grower I've ever seen. My dog actually dug it up and it regrew itself. It produces really delicious seeds every year, and then we have to eat them. And if you don't eat them, they'll dry up on the vine, plant, and they'll plant themselves. And we've actually culled 5 or 6 plants. There were 2 or 3 of those daughter plants that were under here from before. These are sweet peppers like the little sweeties that you get from Costco. So I took those seeds, I'm regrowing them. Here we got more plants here. And there also used to be grass here. So if you see the cardboard on the ground, we are trying to snuff out the last bits of grass because this used to be just ornamental. We got, looks like 1 okra inside here for the green okra. We've got a red okra plant inside here. And so we got a red okra. And again, this is one of the least productive years we've had inside. I haven't been paying attention. And this guy right here, those of you might have noticed, is an avocado tree. So we planted an avocado pit tree, and you see it right here, it's growing towards the east. It's leaning over. So we have it braced. This is year 3, but realistically, it's gonna be another 2 to 3 years, I think, before we end up actually being able to get fruit from it. But that's super nice. This is east, which makes this south. You can see it's late afternoon. The sun's streaming in the windows behind the Jeep here. Yes, I know, I gotta replace that tire. And what we're gonna do probably is get rid of these, again, plants that look good, and we're gonna replace them with production-based plants. Even though we're outside, we're indoors right now in basically a giant greenhouse, which was the pool room that my father put together for his family. This doubles as a greenhouse that can actually be used for production. So this south-facing sun, even though we just have a third to work with, is pivotal and critical infrastructure that currently is being used for ornamentals. And you guys can also see more. We got even more asparagus here and more asparagus here. Now, why is it all like this? Why didn't we pick it? Well, you want asparagus to become well established. When you pick it all, year one or year two, it's not going to grow really strong. If you see over there, there's some gray or some tan. This is actually asparagus from last year that has grown and died off. And so all of this is really, really healthy. It's growing, it's taking all those nutrients, the photosynthesis. And you guys know for plants, as is above, as is below. This is a very large bush shrub thing. That much mass is going into the root system. It's brilliant. Next year, as it pops up, we'll start harvesting. But look at this. Look at this asparagus spear right here. Look at this guy. That right there is dinner if we really wanted it. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna let it keep growing until it can send the nutrients down. This looks healthy, very, very healthy, as opposed to this one is tiny, and these down here are teeny tiny. They could be from the same plant. The reason we're not touching them is because we want the best of the best to be able to grow from here. So starting off right is better. It might take patience. All right, guys, we want to end the video. This has been showing you the inside garden. Now, again, this is a very unusual thing for someone to have available to them. So I made use of it by planting my best attempts before knowing anything about an inside garden. If you've got a sunroom, you can do this. If you've got something else and you have container pots, you can do the sweet, just like the sweet potatoes over here. We got container pots that you can grow in. If you're in an apartment complex and you can just do patio gardens, this is an example of something that you might be able to follow. Little things that you might have to give extra effort to, but you can actually get food from. With that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in my truck and meet you back out by the outside garden to close out. Guys, we hope you liked that sneak peek at the inside garden. Here's the outside garden, no work. If you want to have a no work garden like this, go check this video out. Like, subscribe, we'll see you next time.